Hello, my friends. I'll make this very fast because I'm sitting in my car. Let me turn this off. I'm sitting in my car and I just really had to get this out. It was just really stirring me up and I have to share this with you all. Somebody needs to hear this. I know I needed to hear it. Read Hebrews chapter 12, okay? Read it in any translation you want to. But then also read it in the Passion Translation. It's just so stunning. It's beautiful and so powerful. It starts off by saying, you have a race to run. So you have to set your eyes on Jesus in order to run that race, because Jesus is the author and the finisher of your faith. This is how it begins. And then it says, this author and finisher of your faith, Jesus Christ, he, in Hebrews 12:2, it says, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, okay, scorning its shame. For the joy set before him. What joy was that? It was the joy of, one day he knew, of knowing that one day you and I would be his. Fellowship, you guys, was the joy. That was the reason behind his joy. And that is what led him, or enabled him rather, to endure the pain and the suffering of the cross. And he, disregarded the shame that came along with it. The pain of the cross and the shame, all because he had his, he had his joy set on knowing that one day we would become his. How precious is that, you guys? And so that immediately makes me think of the verse that says, and of course I can't think of the exact script reference right now, in Matthew, where it says, therefore deny yourself. This is one verse that we should never forget the reference to. I'm just blanking out right now. That's okay. Deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow me. Do you know why Jesus invited people, even the disciples, with those words, and why he talked about this so often, and why he says this to us today? Because look at this, he did that for us. And now to walk as one in him and experience everything he has in store for us, we have to deny ourselves, pick up the cross, and follow him. Just like he denied himself, picked up his cross, and he died for us, and then he rose again. There are people like parking in next left and right to me, and they're probably thinking, what is this girl doing, taking her selfie? Nope, that's not what I'm doing. That's okay. I just want to encourage you all, and then this chapter is so beautiful. It goes on to say, do not detest when God disciplines you, because we have to go through that, you guys. It may be difficult in the moment. It's not very joyful when you experience the Lord's discipline, but we have to be disciplined by him. Allow him to do that, you guys. And it's that's why many people feel like sometimes you're going through this wilderness experience, and you sometimes you feel like even God is not with you. Like, where's God gone? I understand that people are not with me, but what about God? When you go through those types of situations or stages in life, if our eyes are not fixed on him, and if we're not waiting on signs and wonders all the time, we cannot go through it. And that's why a lot of people, they don't want to deny themselves. They don't want to pick up the cross and follow him. They will find another way to follow him. But picking up the cross, they're not too sure about that, because it is painful. Not everybody wants to do that. But I encourage you, and I'm making this video particularly in response to, of course, the Holy Spirit stirring me up, but also, in response to people's comments, but truly people have these desires, to follow him and to grow in intimacy with the Lord. And I've been reading these comments and I've been praying for all of you. I really have been. But this is what I want to say. You can love him and feel his love for you, and you can live in, that way, and it'll be okay. But, I pray to the Holy Spirit every day, Lord, help me hunger for you. We need his help even to hunger for him. We are so dependent on him. So I say, Holy Spirit, Lord, just, I want a deeper hunger for you. I want to hunger and thirst for you even more than I did yesterday. And I go to him. He's my daily bread. Every day I go to him. He wants to give us fresh bread, not yesterday's bread, not tomorrow's bread, today's bread. And that's why daily communion with him is so important. But all of this to say that there are deeper realms of intimacy that we can all enjoy. When we hear about all these generals of the faith who enjoyed such great intimacy with the Lord, and they walked in power, and when they walked, you could sense the presence of God, and the manifest presence of God, and why don't we hunger for that? It's for everybody to enjoy. It's not just for some special people. But the thing is, are you ready to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow him? What does that mean? It means, denying your own desires. You may feel like doing some things now. You deny it and you follow Jesus, and his desire will become your desire. And it also means that, you're not being ruled by your emotions and feelings. We put those things to death, How do you deal with hate and offense and pain and suffering? How do you deal with these things? I'll make another video on that, but I just want to come on here and encourage you all. Don't hate, or what's the word that I'm looking for? I even said it before, but I'm forgetting it now. Don't detest the stage of life that you're in right now. Maybe it's good, maybe it's painful, maybe it's a lonely one. Maybe, you're really feeling like the Lord is disciplining you left and right. Good. Stay there. Don't detest it, okay? And I want to say this too. God is a God of newness. This word newness has been jumping at me this whole last week and this week. Newness. He is a creator. He doesn't want you to be stuck in the same place forever. Okay, he never wanted the Israelites to be stuck, wandering around for all those years. He wanted them to walk into the promised land, the land of milk and honey, flowing with milk and honey. And he has it in mind, that in mind for you as well, my brother and sister. So Hebrews chapter 12 is for you to read today, tonight, read it, okay, and be encouraged by it, because in there it says, do not lose hope. Don't be weary, okay? Don't let your heart grow weary. And if you're feeling like you're just heartbroken, you know what? Give that to the Lord. He can use that. Just like he's attracted to hunger, he sees when people have this broken and contrite heart, just as the word says, because he can use that. He can use that. A prideful heart he cannot use. A heart that thinks I can do it on my own. Now I'm strong enough. I know him enough, etc., etc. He cannot use that. But a broken and a contrite heart, yes, he can use that. So don't detest your journey and what you're going through right now, okay? But fix your eyes on the Lord.